am joined now in studio by the Owens Express women's basketball team, and should I say the national championship Owens women's basketball team. Guys, it is so great to have you here with us tonight.
Thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
Of course. Now, Coach, I know you all entered the tournament as the #1 overall seed, but as we know, when you get to March, anything can happen. What is it that really impressed you about your team's play throughout the tournament?
I mean, we were just locked in. I mean, we literally, back in November, we got rated ranked #1, and we talked about how we wanted to be ranked #1 back in March, too. So we kind of used that as our mantra, and we just stayed focused. And, you know, I thought each game presented a different challenge for us, and, you know, I thought we played really well. Had some up and downs, but, you know, I think we were really focused. And, you know, this is a team of destiny, so I think, you know, that played a big part in it.
You mentioned this is a team of destiny. What made you feel that way, and when did you maybe realize that this was a team that could win the national title?
Well, back when we got ranked #1, and we said, hey, you know, this is great. This is November, but we want to do it in March. And, you know, these players said, well, I guess that means we're going to have to win out. So, you know, they were focused on it. They didn't want to let anybody slide into #1 during that time frame. And, you know, we literally talked about it all the time, you know, that we had to play that way. We had to play with a chip on our shoulder, and that we, you know, had a target on our back. So, you know, each game, you know, we talked about it in the pregame, and they just went out and executed game plans.
Now, before defeating Hostos 65-56, you guys had to get through a nail-biter against Rochester 66-63, the buzzer beater. A lot of teams would ride that emotional roller coaster. There can be a letdown afterwards. What impressed you the most about the way that your team was able to regroup and refocus on the national championship game?
Well, you know, after Taylor hit that shot, I mean, we definitely, you know, celebrated in the locker room and, you know, kind of went crazy in there. And then, you know, we had dinner afterwards, and everybody was calm, focused, and said, hey, we got one more game to go. So at that point after the game, when I saw that, you know, as exciting as that, you know, hitting that game winner was, just watching them being able to regroup and say, hey, we got one more, you know, our goal's not done yet. So I think that is when I realized, hey, this team has it, and we're going to be ready to go.
Players, this one's for you. First D3 national title. Guys, what was that feeling like when that final buzzer sounded and you realized that you were finally national champions?
It felt great. It was a never-in-a-lifetime feeling before, and we all loved it. We enjoyed it, and we feel special.
Just what does it mean to you all to be able to bring this national title back to Owens, to have this forever saying, hey, we accomplished this, we were national champions, especially after the year in which, you know, the national championships were canceled last year. So to be the first one back to capture this title, what does it mean to you to know that this is always something you guys can have?
It means a lot to us that, you know, we could finally get one, and our coaches can feel special that with this group of girls, it's a lot of freshmen and only one sophomore, and we got it accomplished, and that's extremely rare to happen. So we feel great.
All right, Coach, with such a young team, what is the ceiling like? What will next year bring?
I mean, it's going to bring more pressure, I think, to us, but we felt that all year. You know, when you get ranked #1, you just always kind of have that target on your back. So, I mean, I know these girls are hungry, and, you know, we have a new slogan for this year that we're going to run it back. So, you know, we're going to try to get it back-to-back, and I'll tell you what, we're going to do everything possible in this offseason to be ready for next year.
All right, well, Coach, team, thank you so much for joining us here in studio. Congratulations once again on capturing the national championships. The Owens Express women's basketball team. Don't go anywhere. Sports Nightly will be right back.